Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ekab for the new people, and um, I like to talk about life. I can be deep sometimes. I like to talk about art. I like to make art, and I like to do a lot of stuff, including reading. But today we're going to talk about fear, as the topic implies. So, for a very long time, fear was like my best friend. When I say my best friend, it's not like I chose fear. Yeah, as a best friend, it just happened to happen that I was in this circle of fear where I just couldn't break out. So, normally in life, we are prone to have, we're prone towards negative thoughts and generally if you think about most scenarios in your life, except you built yourself up to be optimistic, when you have a situation in front of you and it seems very huge, your mind will first go to the negative part of it. What if it doesn't work? What if you lose? What if you make a mistake? What if this thing doesn't work out? Blah 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 blah. And generally that is just fear speaking. And I feel like, honestly, the world has made a huge amount of money from fear. That's why we have self-help books. That's why we have most of those motivational speakers, because they're trying to convince you that you should come out of your shell. You should become a better version of yourself. You should stop being afraid of being yourself. And honestly, yeah, the there is the place of motivational speaking, and then there is a place of you doing your own thing by yourself. And I know that because I've been a very major patronizer of fear. Anyway, um there are different kinds of fear. And for me, the kind of fear that has been attacking me is fear of the known. So fear that if I put myself out there, people would not accept me. And I think that this fear is very popular, and I think that that's what makes people to want to emulate and copy exacto people that have done things and have succeeded. So they're like, you know what, this person has a template, I will just go through and just copy this person exactly. I should get the same result. And oftentimes people forget that they're not wired differently. I've been at that point where I've been like, I'll sit down and I'll be like, let me give an example. For a very long time, I had said to myself, I want to create content daily, every day on my social media, and I want to, be posting it. I've had like a large variety of, I've had a large variety. I've had a variety of topics that I wanted to, talk about, things that I wanted to create content on. And to be honest, they would have been viable. But most times when I saw them, I was kind of trying to copy what other people were doing. And I failed woefully because I couldn't be consistent at those type of things. And then one day I sat myself down and I was like, I think I was in the process of doing another one. I sat myself down and I said, okay, chill, calm down. So this thing you're trying to do, I understand that you are creative, you are this, you are that, you are this, and then these other people too, they are creative, they are this, they are that, they are this, but both of you don't have the same message. What's the discussion that you had with your creator? What did he tell you that you should do? Do you understand? Like, I knew that I had to put myself out there. I knew that I had to create content, I had to push content, but I wasn't really certain that I was told to push it every day. I wasn't certain that I was told to, you know, just be, niche down and, do specific things that other people were doing. And that's why I love, there's this book that I read that gave me this very great insight. The book is Working on a Dream by Gbenga Fagbore. So Gbenga Fagbore was one of the co-founders of Jumia, and he went on to create his own company. I think it's called Supermat. Yeah, I think it's called Supermat.ng. So one thing that stuck out for me in his book was he said, filter the advice you get. So Benga Fagberi talked about how we need to filter the advice we get, and that really stuck out for me because we're in the era where we take in a lot of content. I can't remember the figure, but I think I saw about, I don't know, something gigabyte. I'm sure it's up to 1 million gigabytes of information every single day on the internet. And guy, do you know how much information that is to be running through? And imagine you're having like a lot of views from people, this another person's opinion on how they run their life, how they made their own difference, how they created this, how they created that, and then you want to go and do your own thing, and then you're experiencing fear, and you're like, oh my god, why am I afraid, why am I scared? You're scared because there are different reasons why you can't be scared. There are different reasons why you might be scared, but one reason you should think about is that you might be comparing yourself to other people. For me, it happened to me because I had like I said, I had a lot of skills. I was scared of having it. Like I was scared that I had all these skills and I could not, put them to use. And then I started looking at people that had like multiple skills that were putting them to use, and I just totally blanked out about every other thing. I started condemning myself, thinking that I was less of a person than those other people were. There were just many things going through my mind. I was like, oh my god, like I can't believe I'm not doing this. It was just a lot that was going through. And then when I wanted to do something, I was scared because I was like, what if it doesn't come out like this other people's own? What if nobody wants it? And that became a circle for me, and I just kept going in that circle. And something else that happened to me was my background. There is someone in my family that I was really close to that, I don't want to say, okay, so I don't want to say anything that is negative, like that is out there negative, but there's someone that is very close to me in my family that used to say things from a very negative point of view. And I did not know how much that thing was affecting me because I grew up with that, and I just kept hearing that, and I became that person that was scared of doing things because I had heard can't, won't, not possible a lot of times. And you would think that those type of things are not, they are not variables that will make you be afraid, but to be honest, I promise you those things are very, very, very key. Because imagine you've grown up in a place where somebody very important and somebody that has been a major part of your life was a serious pessimist. This person did not see things happening how they should happen, and even in your childlike mind, when you think about things happening in that certain way, this person can brush it down for you. And even when you're older and you still have that little glimmer god, that little light that you're saying, you know what, that's still something that I can hold on to and I can make bigger. And then this person still comes back to dampen that light, dim that light. You're just like, okay, I think that this is not possible. And that's not about you giving up. And honestly, that is kind of on that person, but it's also on you because one, there's certain reasons why that person is behaving the way the person is behaving. Things like this don't just come out of the blues. It's something that has been passed from one generation to another. And I think that this video it can be connected to the video I talked about about your going back to your roots, to get back to to know things about yourself, to know things that happened in your past, to understand where you are right now. You just have to push yourself out there, bring yourself out there and say, whatever is happening, I would move. But to get to that point, if you're someone that is scared, if you're someone that is in that fear bubble, it's really not easy. And I'm not going to lie to you, it is not easy. And it's worse if you lack self-esteem or self-confidence. But don't be afraid. There are many solutions. First, you have to be intentional about getting out of the whole circle of not feeling like you're not enough, being afraid or scared, and thinking that you're too small. Number one thing is, one, be intentional. Two, read articles, read books that help you boost your confidence. All these books that say learn how to talk to people, boost your confidence, blah 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 blah. Read them. Three, think about your unique qualities. What are you good at? What is your skill? What is something that you can do in your sleep? What is something that people will say, this guy, I know this guy for this thing, and how when the person does it, superb. Know that thing and hold on to it. When I say hold on to it, I mean build on it. I will not say be an expert, but build on it. Be as good as you can when it comes to that thing. That helps you to build your confidence. And something else you should do is put yourself out there. Decide in your mind that you want to become the person you actually want to become, not the person that other people are saying that you can become, or the person that you are seeing other people becoming, and you're like, what, this is what I want to be. Be the person you believe that you can become, and ensure that this person that you want to become tallies with your values, tallies with your unique skills, tallies with everything that concerns your life, everything that gives balance. Also, surround yourself with people that you can talk to about yourself, talk to about your life, like people that you can have deep conversations with about what you're going through, and they would understand you. I know, okay, the last part can be very tricky to maneuver, but to be honest, I think that you need a community that you can talk to about it. If you don't have a community, however, you can read articles, you can go online, you can Google things like that, maybe how to boost my self-confidence. Quora is a platform that talks about different things. I can't remember what it's called. It's a forum platform. So it's like Naira Land. Yes. So Quora is like Naira Land, but I think it's broader in a sense. So you can look at the Quora. There's Reddit. There are a lot of platforms that can help you to feel like you're not alone, help you know that you're not alone. And also, I think YouTube videos can help too. You just need to know what you're searching for. You can build your confidence proper. Something I'll say though is, don't be too hard on yourself, because when you're building your confidence, when you're kicking out fear, when you're doing all of those things, they come with paying the price. You have to pay. Let's go back. When you're building your confidence, when you're building your yourself, when you're kicking out fear from your life, there are things that there are prices that you have to pay. Number one is you have to build habits. So if you're scared of something, you need to build habits that would help you to conquer that fear. And building habits is not easy. I'll give you an example. So I started working physically again, and for me it was very, very tough. It was very, very difficult. The first week I was going late, and I hate to go late to places because I just feel like, no, I need to be going early. Like, I like to go early. I rather go 30 minutes on time than go 5 minutes late. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good look on anybody. So I was going late, and that was because I was finding it very hard to adjust my life to the new thing. So I said to myself, calm down. Do you know what you're going to do? First of all, I was beating myself up. I was like, oh my God. First of all, I was like, I will not be bothered. Let me just do what I can do. Secondly, I was like, Ekab, you are getting used to going late, and this is not a good look. Thirdly, I said to myself, Ekab, you know what you're going to do? You're just going to calm down. And you're going to slowly incorporate yourself into this life. You are intentional about going early, but great. There are certain things you have to do. So I have this alarm on my phone that is meant to, that goes off, that turns my phone to sleep mode by 8:14. So by 8:14, if you call me once, the call will bounce. If you call me 2 times consecutively, then why am I telling you guys this? Never mind. So yeah, I set the alarm a long time ago, and I hadn't used it in a very long time because I was using it in my other job that I was going to physically, and I used to go early. Like when the people see me, I walked up be like, this guy, like, why'd you come so early? So I knew that I could do it again. I just needed to get into the, like, build a habit around that. So I decided to build a habit around that, being that I would wake up on time. What prompted me really was I was talking to someone during the week, and the person was telling me that he wakes up around 4 o'clock and that he just does things that he needs to do. And when he was saying it, I was like, okay, that's nice, but I mean, like, what are the things you want to do at 4 a.m? But to be honest, it made a lot of sense, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to start sleeping early. I don't know whether I'm a morning or a night person. Maybe I know, sometimes I forget what I am, but I told myself that, Eka, you're going to be sleeping before 10 o'clock. 9:30 sharps, you should be in bed, and you should try to go go to bed. And so you wake up, do your prayers, do your devotion, and after that you should be prepare for work and be on your way. And to be honest, I have slowly put myself into that line, and I have started going early to work. And it's just been really good because I've built the habit. And also this month I decided to myself that I was going to watch movies less and read more. And I've also I've also done a lot of that, and I'm just really proud of myself. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're going to build habits, if you're going to be kick fear out of your life, you're going to be more confident, there are certain things you have to do. And building a better habit, building good habits is something that is very important. However, don't hit yourself in the head because you're not getting the results you want right off the bat. You need to understand that you've been used to a certain way of doing things, and to start another thing, you have to get used to that. So it's a gradual process. It might take you 2 weeks, it might take you 2 months, but you need to get to the point where you're like, you know what, I am waking up early, I am doing this, I am going to be more confident, I am going to dress better, so I'm going to buy new shoes, I'm going to buy new clothes, and to do that I'm going to buy this color of clothes, blah 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 blah. Whatever it is, just take it easy, take it one day at a time. Carpe diem, baby. Poco a poco. Things happen in droplets and seasons. You need to understand that. Lastly, I'd like to say that sometimes fear is good, because fear helps you to understand that you're human. If you just don't have fear, and it's not like there's nothing making you scared of anything, you'll just be doing things recklessly. Sometimes fear is a way of fear makes you understand the gravity of what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll make another video about like the good part of fear, but for now I'm making this video about the evil part of fear. And I hope that this video has been impactful or insightful, or I won't say eventful because that's really terrible. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. I really enjoyed videoing this, although like I think I was all over the place in a way, but at the same time I enjoyed videoing this. So I'm off to teach the kids art, and have a good day ahead. Bye.